It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after them, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing, Stafford. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So a 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. Now the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They'll look to throw again. A short one there to Bellinger. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw yet again. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get going with their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now it's Stafford. The catch made by Nakua. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. He'll take this down to the 23. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3-all is the score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Stafford now on 2nd down. Pass caught right side by Higbee. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. On play action, it's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he will get into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Rams take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball. This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Off he goes. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. He'll pick up a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll get it inside the 20.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the door.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Giants will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. That's taken in by Higbee. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. To the air again, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Stafford to throw again. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So we have reached halftime here in this one, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. A low-scoring game, all tied. 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That stop made by Byron Young. Second and 7. He'll drop to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Jared Verse there to make the tackle. A run here with Tracy on second down. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. On the ground, here's Tracy. He is in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On first and 10, Stafford. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll get about 2. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They go play action with Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throw it. On third down, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A carry here for Tracy. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Giants sending out their punter as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, LA.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Eric Gray to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Tracy looking to run. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. A throw on the move is caught. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain? to try to extend this drive. And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he will have a Giants, and he's going to have the Jets.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is taken in by the defense. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
From his own end zone, it's Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. Now it's Williams. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down. He'll work his way up past the 50. Atwell sent in motion here. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Now a 1st down throw for Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On second down, a run with Williams. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That one into the hands of Atwell. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
They put Adams in motion. Stafford now to throw on first down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Second and a yard. On the give, it's Williams. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. A first down throw for Stafford. That is caught at the 3. And he'll be taken down. Here is first and goal. To throw is Stafford. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, a big third down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Robinson. These two in rhythm, 12 more yards and a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Robinson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. They'll look to throw again. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. They'll run here. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. And the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
It's not always how many sacks, Mike, but it's when do you get your sacks. And now after that 3rd down sack, it brings up 4th down. If you're this offense, it's do or die. If you can score, you got a chance to tie it. If not, this one looks all but over.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
What a stand there. 4th and goal, game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.